Alright. We are here back for one more stream of Lies of P. Hello. Last time we made it back from the barren swamp into basically the destruction of the city of Krat. Found that the hotel has been attacked. The Black Brotherhood kidnapped Geppetto. We beat them and then also killed Alidoro, who was not Alidoro, but rather Parrot, his former brother-in-arm, who killed him. And now we are on our way to the Isle of Alchemists. This will be the last stream for Lies of P for the meantime until, you know, we get the Overture DLC in the summer, so expect that later down the line. Let me just wait until these last few coins. No, I wanted... Give me this one other coin! Give me that. So we found more key riddles, or king of riddles and all that. Now things seem to be all coming together. What will they make? Who knows? Let's go find out. In the Trismegistus Isle, whatever it is. Also, didn't realize that, yeah, the relic of Trismegistus. Didn't realize that the hotel is changed from Hotel Krat to Attacked Hotel Krat. That's funny. Anyway, here's Parrot's dead body. Nothing on this side, but now I'm gonna head this way.
Total attack. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood, the Fox, the Cat, and Alidoro too. I don't even want to guess what they might be planning, pal. This way must lead to their headquarters, shall we?
Before we shall. First of all, let me just read the Chosen One's Trinity Key. A key obtained from the King of Riddles' last quiz. This key probably unlocks something or somewhere. The Sacred Triangle was some organization's secret mark. Rumor has it that this organization was Krat's true master. My internet is down tonight, so don't know how much I'll be able to chat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dean. We're about to head to the Isle of Alchemists. Golden lead acid battery. Lead acid battery made of golden ergo by Vanini. This is the material that Vanini said he needed to find a way to get to the Isle of Alchemists. Special ergo power enabled Vanini to move the giant submarine. It is manufactured to produce a higher power output through electric stimulation to ergo. Interesting.
Hey, look! That lever resembles... Yes! It seems we can use it to call a submarine.
The Great Vanini and Pistris the submarine. You're all invited to the launching ceremony of Vanini Company's new submarine, the Pistris. Come and see the Pistris dashing dignity. Size 42.2 meters x 3.8 by 3.8 meters. Displacement 322 tons. Speed above water 10 knots, underwater 7 knots. Repulsion method, Lorenzi engine, and lead acid batteries. The Pistris move with Mr. Vanini's newest motivity organ, Lorenzi engine, a patent product named after Mr. Vanini. The new method that generates a bigger electric output by electrically stimulating ergo. Lead acid battery, supplementary power. On top of that, it serves as a ballast on the bottom of the submarine. Such an innovative design. A one-time chance to take a peek into the future of Krat, the city of science. Don't miss out. Come join us. We're having our lawn replaced, and the guys who were ripping out the lawn skewered our internet cable with a pitchfork. Really, pitchfork? Damn. So sorry to hear about that. Hopefully, you get a guy who doesn't pitchfork your internet. Hopefully soon, because it's a first world problem kind of thing, but definitely I get a little stir crazy when the internet isn't working, especially when it's out of your control. It's like, great, you can't do anything. Anyway, here's the Pistress, which, by the way, is not the total reference to Monstro as I thought it was. You'll see that later. A well-named Monstro. They're ripping up chunks of the dead lawn with a pitchfork and loading it into a wagon like a straw. Interesting choice. Woo! Crap.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but, let's not make it a habit.
Thanks, Jimmy.
What the? Hey, it's Sophia.
It's a really awkward transition when she's like 2 feet in front of you. Maybe wait till like 10 feet.
Finally meeting you here. You're a clever one, so it shouldn't surprise you that the Sophia at the hotel isn't really me. My real self is on the upper part of the Abbey. I became his tool a long time ago. I have endured such pain. My soul split into pieces. Truth is, I guided you this far not to save Croft, but to save me. I felt guilty about that. But I was so elated when you answered my call. Despite it all, I thank you. My spirit and my body have lived apart for too long. Perhaps in death, they will reunite. In peace, I'll grant you my power before my spirit diminishes further. Stargazer will guide you, clever one. If you find my body, please help me find peace. My guidance ends here. After images of memories rage on the seaside because of Ergo, please be careful. I can't hold out forever, but I'll support you. I am the daughter of Valentinus, leader of the alchemists. Simon was my father's right-hand man. Ambition overwhelmed him, however, and he spread the petrification disease, taking countless lives. Why would he do that? I don't know. But he brings a dark world upon us. That's for certain. Stop him, however you can. The petrification disease freezes time and memory within the afflicted body. Ergo is the purified essence of that life, trapped by the petrification disease. When I discovered that, it opened my eyes, and I was able to manipulate time using Ergo. Simon, on the other hand, is trying to use my power to fuel his ambition. I wound back your time to protect you, so you could stand against him. So stop him. Save Krot.
Alright. been watching knockoff DVDs of Angry Beavers I digitized last year. The episodes were recorded live off Nickelodeon and Nicktoons, complete with the watermarks from 2005. Nice. Got that nostalgic analog viewing of it. I say analog, but you said you digitized it, but you know what I mean. Also, we're now on our way. Let's have some memories.
I want to go home. I don't want to be here. How many sleeps till Daddy's back? 10 sleeps? 20?
Soon enough. You know he's quite busy. While you're waiting, why don't you meet my friend? His name is Romeo.
Hi. Are you trained to be a stalker too? Let's practice together. Call me Lampwick.
Yeah, by the way, Romeo is supposed to be Lampwick. In case anyone didn't connect the dots. But instead of turning into a donkey, he turns into a steam-powered Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. Ooh, skeletons. Some of them were taken from VHS recordings. The crust is chef's kiss.
He didn't even come to your graduation? I don't care if an old man like that kicks the bucket. Don't say that. It's nice you got any family at all. Let's start talking about this. Oh, she's here. Grab her.
Don't that look familiar?
Please teach me how to use a sword. You're a legendary stalker.
Ugh, so annoying. Germany, get rid of it. I'm off. No. I'm sorry. I was too late. I wish I'd got here sooner. If I had known this would happen.
Your heart is pounding. You have officially reached real boy levels of humanity. We did it! We became a real boy! Also, what's the word? I mentioned the other night that we're gonna see the legendary stalker from the DLC trailer, but we're probably also going to see how Carlo died, because I can only imagine that's supposed to be Carlo dead on the ground. So hopefully we'll see there. Also, we can now level up at Stargazers. I like that they give you this in New Game Plus, so it becomes a lot easier to just, level up and such. Oh, also, I should probably swap out arms. Our shabby entrance. Time unknown. Off to a good start. Geometry. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna try to fight them underneath. We're gonna do crazy dodges around the harpoons. Kill those guys first before we go back up there. Because that was annoying. Recordings of Angry Beavers, I have proof that Nicktoons Network had like 4 SpongeBob holiday marathons every year. There's St. Patrick's Day as in Patrick's Star and Thanksgiving. Awful pun. I get it. Anyway. Hello. Okay. Alright, so easier now to get up here. So said Pistris 2. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters. Praise Pistris, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brother and sisters, I, Pistris, shall tell you about ancient secrets. A star that was curious about humans pretended to be human, then became one. The humans saw its splendor and called it an angel. Although its form was the same, its substance was different. The undying substance, the breath of metal that lives forever. That is the reason humans wish for an angel. The angel gladly shared immortality with humans, but that blessing wasn't for everyone. You hear they're officially making Lego Pokemon next year? I did. Can't wait to spend $40 on 3 small Pokemon figures of Pikachu, Charmander, and Lucario. Anyway, here's the worst boss in the entire game, by the way. Because of that. And that. Oh my god. Boss sucks. Like, actually. The whole thing about the door guardian is you're supposed to break his posture, but clearly it takes forever to break it. Mattel wants to reboot Mega Bloks by the end of the year. Doubt it will work at this point. They have no IPs to license. No, see, here's the thing. If Mega Bloks wants to make a comeback, they need to bring back the original Dragons figurines, like the small ones, Fire and Ice and all that. That shit would sell bamillions. brother and I would eat up those dragons figures back in the day. Also, they should bring back the ones where they're a bit more articulation, not too much, from like the Pirates sets they would have. Those were really good. But also the problem is Legos and all that are stupid expensive. Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to hit your head the whole time? Jesus. Okay. I was about to yell saying, this doesn't get easier no matter what, but clearly it does. I did not expect to do that much damage. Usually you gotta do 2 fatal attacks. Back to back. Anyway. High-level Alchemist Badge. An unlocking device obtained after defeating a high-level alchemist. It opens the mysterious door in the Arch Abbey. The Arch Abbey was built for a covert and lofty purpose. Wake up, evolve, ascend. This was the alchemist's ardent wish. Any red text sounds? Okay. Anyway. Ah, shitty. I died. Bad dogs. Just go ahead and open this shortcut. That. Wake up, evolve ascend, Greek god who will soon resurrect from the top of the abbey. Oh, the one time doesn't want me to go back. Ow. I swear to God, he made like a Link sound. Every so often, Pinocchio sounds like he's revving up moves like Link. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's happy. Oh, hello. Bundle of old letters. A bunch of letters covered in dust. Dear Valentinus Monad, as a result of the last summit, we venerable families have decided to sponsor the Zelator Laboratory Construction Plan activity. The Zelator Laboratory Construction Plan activity. There are still those who oppose, but it won't be too hard to persuade them. The only possible variable is that they won't give any information about the lab. Being careful is a good thing, but we're the ones who provide the funding, so we don't want any uncertainties. We should never just watch. Old families hate being looked down the most. You alchemists know and handle so many things. I had no idea that the place known as the Devil's Pit had so much value. But when a gold mine or a secret is revealed, you can't put the cat back in the bag. Don't worry about the construction workers. We'll take care of it real clean. Don't forget, if you look down or try to trick us, it's not only the workers who will disappear. Till next time I see you, I'm looking forward to our beneficial exchange. In the name of the old house, Wolf. Okay, so in the it's all like hindsight now, but in the DLC, there's like a laboratory trailer. In the trailer for the DLC, there's like a laboratory that you unfreeze, and I'm almost certain it's going to be the Zelator laboratory now. Just going off of whatever we're dealing with. Like House Wolf will probably also be what we're doing at a certain point. Also, hang on, I wanted to go back. Can't go back that way, so I gotta go this way. Rest. Sister Alchemist Ordried. Sister Alchemist Ordried. Although she could not be completed, may she be with us through her noble sacrifice. First discovery, Camille. Camille, she is probably the first puppet with an ego found by the Order. Before that, Ergo was seen as just a travel expense for a holy journey of the Order. It was God's gift, but they didn't know that it was truth itself. However, God gave us fools the revelation for our enlightenment. It was God's miracle that Camille was made into a maid puppet. Despite being in the early phase when the design was rudimentary, Camille caught and saved a baby who fell from a crib. Such function was nowhere to be found in the design. Her appearance and identity in living years were similar, so it was probably easier for her to manifest an ego. After hurriedly collecting Camille to launch an investigation, the Order found out that she understands language and got a message: "Send me back to my child." By interrogating and talking and taking Camille apart, the Order had opened the door to a new possibility. Later, means of control such as the Grand Covenant emerged, but it was a small problem compared to this discovery. Ergo is not a simple power stone. It embraces life. Through Ergo, we can open the door to eternal life. Wake up, evolve, ascend. With this discovery, humankind will achieve immortality. Damn it. Little child too. Alright, let me try this again. This time actually jumping forward. Hit. There we are. Oh. Oh. It's like a puzzle in Zelda. tell he's human now because he makes noise when he does moves. Hey. All that for Fable Catalyst. Got him. What is this now? Get ready for the longest moment in the entire game. Alright, keeping a tab 5430 or so. Hello.
Oh my, an actual factual guest. I bid you welcome, puppet of Geppetto. This is our first face-to-face meeting, isn't it? And I hope you weren't too attached to the rhyming. It gets to be a chore without the transmitter to help. Welcome to my sanctum of riddles. I admit I did not really expect you to make this journey in person. Oh, the havoc you must have wreaked along the way. Was there much blood other than what's all over you? I know all about those alchemist cowards. Hiding away on their island, growing more monstrous by the day, refusing to acknowledge either fact that they are hiding or that they are monsters. And how about you? Is this the real you? Or are you still practicing the liar's art as only you can? You must answer. The question is simple, but I repeat, you must answer. And that answer will show what or who you are. Who you have decided to be. Now listen closely and heed the king's speech, or the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Are you a puppet or a human being? Which one are you? Are you a puppet or a human being?
Human.
Finally! You understand! Yes, we are human. We may be trapped by Ergo, but we live, we think, we love, we hate. They have locked us in the prison they call puppetry. I learned this truth long ago. That is why I've been exacting my revenge against them all ever since. Blood and revenge, revenge and blood. It's the only thing that truly drives me. And it was so much fun. Even if you're lying right now, even if you don't believe your own answer, the truth is clear. Proof is evident. Only humans practice deception so intensely for reasons that are so unnecessary. Well, these moments of clarity are enjoyable. Now the rhyming, it helps me maintain focus. At least it helps me hide the urge to kill that I feel every waking moment. But no play can go on forever. No. It was fun while it lasted, son of Geppetto. The king of riddles shall now retire.
Your heart's pounding.
The play's over. You don't have to go home or straight to hell. Though that would be my choice. But you can't stay here. Not if you want to live. Aren't you curious, huh? Don't you want to know? Oh. Of course you do. Delicious. Time is all I have left. But your time is limited, Geppetto boy. I will gladly waste every moment you have if you like. It's your life. So, come on. Now or never. This tower is absorbing all the ergo in Krat. It was built in this precise location because it's the most efficient place in the world to study and use ergo wavelengths. But it's not even about me or you either. This is about the goddess in the tower. Now she ooh, is worth saving. Her powers are impossible. Her knowledge is endless. She is more, well, awakened than any of us. And you see, she has so much power. It's not like she'll miss just a little. So, I have simply been sharing. Why bother? Well, I was bored. Is there any more human motivation in all the world? Huh? What if I made a puppet of a human, the way they made humans of puppets? What could possibly be more fun? More suitable? The play? Ah, your eyes are sharper than your wit. You found the gift I left behind. Wasn't it a sight to behold, huh? I learned from an alchemist when I served him. Thanks to him and his surprisingly low pain threshold, I learned the location of their secret island. Humanity sullied its own sanctum long before I found it, blasphemed against itself, against us, by playing God. But I'm an artist. Murderer is a word the humans use to restrain us, to make us refuse our strength and power. I'm an artist. An artist of blood. I have to admit, sullying that particular sanctum was, well, fun. Even now, the memory is enough to make me shudder with something approaching joy. If only I could relive that triumph. The play? Venini? Oh, a beautiful fool, but a fool nonetheless. A mere slip of a boy when I met him. And did he ever thank me for making him an orphan with my bare hands? For giving him everything he has on a silver platter by removing the dead weight holding him back. Of course I'm not sorry. It was a delectable murder. Of the many, many I have committed since, the Veninis, they have to be my personal favorites. They engineered the very first automated puppets. Enslaved puppets without even understanding what they'd done. I didn't go there to take revenge for what his parents did. I mainly just wanted to slaughter them because they were so damned happy. Oh, what a great memory. In their last moments, they begged me not to kill their child. So I didn't. I'm not a machine. I have free will. I made a choice in the heat of the moment. And it was a choice driven by that most human of emotions. Curiosity. If the child survived, would he be traumatized for life? Become a coward, a vengeful puppet-hating bigot, a despairing wretch? Would he fling himself into the sea? Would he remember The devil that orphaned him before his eyes was a puppet. Would he remember Arlecchino? Not surprisingly, the alchemists and people of the workshop were as artless as I expected, concealing the truth. Thanks to them, I get to see Manini endure twice as much pain. I cannot control myself. Oh, it's so satisfying. Manini is one of my greatest accomplishments. Perhaps even my masterpiece. I suppose I can return this. I've held on to my little souvenir for quite some time. Tell him it's a little something to remember me by. The play.
Okay, that was like what? About 12 minutes? Ay vey. Arlecchino's an interesting character, but holy smokes, did they make him talk. Anyway, back to the actual game. Hey, hey. I love that the music is still faint enough. That means somebody's just playing outside the Abbey. Okay. So we go this way.
I'm not going back. I'm sick of consuming Ergo. It's cruel. There's real meals and real songs out there. I'm not just a memory-reading tool. What? You're not the inspector? Well, if you're from the outside, that means we can leave. Thanks. I know the way out, so don't worry about me. Maybe I'll see you on the outside. I can read memories of Ergo. That's what I was made for. Ergo is crystallized time and memory. But God, I hate having to consume Ergo to read it. Why does it work like that? It's the worst. I can read memories, but I can't even dream of tastes, smells, or songs. I can't stand it anymore, so I'm escaping. When I get out, I'm going straight to Rosa Isabel Street. I can read memories. Ergo, it's the worst. I can't stand.
Okay. Well, might as well just open the door for him. Not really sure what's the point of this shortcut, because this is just the front.
I can read. Ergo, it's the. I can't.
Okay. We're moving right along now. Hello. Well, shit, I'm dead. I was so confused why he was still yapping, flipping Joker wannabe. I tuned out twice and he was still talking a high health. Yeah, no, Arlecchino is clearly supposed to be like a mix between the Riddler and the Joker, the way how he talks. And Venini is an Italian Tony Stark with the backstory of Iron Man. Sorry, Tony Stark with the backstory of Bruce Wayne. Can't believe I died to a goddamn butterfly just now. I kind of wonder if, because again, I'm probably setting myself up for disappointment with the DLC. Looks good, but like I keep thinking of like, all right, what connections are we gonna make? Because we're going to the past, and I don't know how long into the past it'll be. If Arlecchino is gonna be like a threat in there somewhere, I don't know. I'm curious to find out. That much I know. Also, again, adding another layer of sounding like Link with that gasp at the end dying. Now. Oh. So it doesn't matter though. We gotta go to the second floor to get the other stuff though. I'm sorry, I always forget where we're supposed to fall for this. I like the cape on this one. Also, I forgot what manga people were saying on Reddit, but it's a clear homage reference to, I think it's I don't know if it's not Astro Boy, but there's like a manga that takes place in the same world. I'm blanking on it right now. But there's like a panel, there's a famous panel of like a robot tied up into a wall of wires that looks exactly like Arlecchino was, so clearly FromSoft isn't the only one to take inspiration from manga like Berserk and stuff. There we go. Oh. You foiled me. Alright, here's the real question, though.
Whoa! Is that you? Wow. You're really something. Seriously, that's impressive. How did you follow me all the way here? Fighting is always my last choice, you know? But you're not getting anywhere near my sister, friend. You'll have to go through me first. And I actually thought we were friends. Was any of that true? In the end, I really don't care. There's only one reason we were given a mission. I'll let you go if you give me gold coin fruit.
End him? You want me to end him, Hal? Alright. Going once. Going twice. Just Joe. Alright. You almost made me kill a blind boy. Just letting you know.
I had a feeling we might eventually see eye to eye. I like you. Don't trust you yet, but I'm a cat. I'm slow to trust. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Krat. Sick to death of just surviving. Hurting, stealing, kidnapping. Surviving. When the hell does it end? My sister and I are going to leave for a different city. Get my eyesight back. A fresh new start as a family. And you have to know, that old man, Geppetto, is safe. We were never gonna hurt him. So please, just let my sister go. Ultimately, we want the same thing.
Hey, we got the black cat mask, though.
And you have to know, that old man, Geppetto, is safe. We were never gonna hurt him. So please, just let my sister go. Ultimately, we want the same thing.
Also, if you look at his weapon here, it's just a sign that says Toyland. Which, I don't know if Pleasure Island was originally called Toyland in the original story. I'm trying to remember, but another sign of relations to the source material. Also, he didn't give up his sister is the fox lady. I like that they just have this, like, oh, for what? Japanese emergency protection. Cool. Just have this one random item here. Pleasure Island, Toyland. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same in one. Maybe we go to Toyland in the DLC. Who knows? Ooh. I'm just trying to think of, like, what other aspects, because I don't know the books. Like, I don't know the book, not the book, but the fairy tale of Pinocchio like the back of my hand, but I've watched enough videos where, like, they break down the references. There are a lot, like, you know, dissected from the original story that I never expected. I think there will be blackjack and hookers. Who knows? I'll make my own Pleasure Island with blackjack and hookers. I like big ergo energy. Alright. They really do not give you a lot of ergo. Well, I should say, clarify, they give you ergo, but they don't give you, like, stupid amount as you get in, like, compared to other Souls games, where even I'm having the... Oh, shit. I have the bonus ergo amulet on. It's barely giving me much of an extra boost. But it's whatever. It does pan off a little for like a good 50 levels, where at around 45,000 or so, I forget how much actually, but like at around a level 100 or so, for 50 levels, the level up system gradually only goes up by 1. Like, you'll be like 20,001, 20,002, 20,003. And that's when the levels really start to come in. I never cared for this section just because there's like so many areas that it doesn't help that there's a bit of a fog all over the place as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hate these little things because they're just the baby puppets with the little Cthulhu swamp monsters hiding behind them. Dead. Alright, I believe that's the last cryptic vessel. Random jester bot here. The door is open. I didn't mean to use that. jump behind me. Not this way. This way. Fucking throw a bowling ball at him. Ooh, of course. I got worried I was about to run into an ambush there behind me. This first. That was close. Excuse me. Not gonna lie, your stream is great, but you posting information for V2 could bring even more friends. Let's chat at Discord. Harley, Harley, I have a rule: no spam and ads in the chat. So I'm just gonna first get rid of this guy and just go ahead and do this. There we go. I'm just gonna poke this up. O D odd. Lies of P good. There we go. Anyway. Red Fox Amulet. But surely make your own way. Slowly but surely make my way over there. Yeah. Nice little quartz. midway through the Arch Abbey. I was the first to be completed. I will hatch from the egg and fly into the new world. Alright, well, before we fly into the new world, I gotta pee, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, don't worry, Hal. Don't worry. I didn't see that yet. Lexazia, the complete. Ow. Okay, she hurts them. Ow, that hurt. Alright, we're gonna be here for a while. Yes, thank you, game. Let me just go ahead and give myself the shock. Electric reduction real quick. Anyway, that didn't count. Let's try that again. Lexazia for complete. Shield. Alright, much better. Alright. Turn that around real quick.
Oh, Simon.
I figured. Gets better. I describe her as Brianna Tarth with the power of Thor.
Your sword, Lexazia, swears to protect this tower. There we go. Ooh, nice. Got her. Ooh.
I would argue she's probably one of the if not toughest, second toughest boss in this entire game.
Sir Simon, only you were the one.
Oh my god, Halleck. Okay, now she's gone. Eliminated. Sad zealots ergo. Alright, before we continue, there are a couple of things we gotta do back at the hotel. I'm sorry, Halk. Can't talk to her? No. There's a lot we gotta do. Okay, first things first, we should go to Rosa Isabel to meet our friend, Subject 826. I'm just gonna look at oh, woof, 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 bark, bark. I woke up mommy, please. What the heck? It didn't let you, on YouTube, it didn't let you say I want to be between her boobs. That's so funny. They start making hot women this. Oh man, you can't talk to her. Boo, back in. It's too funny. I mean, Eugenia's pretty. Sophia's pretty. Are they not considered hot? Listen, I appreciate 8-foot-tall electric babe, but we can't have them all in every game, okay? Like how she was hot. Fair enough. Or is it, I like how the time's unknown, but like it's clearly it's daytime, guys. Come on. Why not? I don't know. I'm not Neo-Wiz. I want every hot babe. You know what? Fair enough.
Over here!
There he is.
Nice to see you again. I thought if I got a second chance, I'd go to where my heart's content. I never expected to get out alive. Oh, it's overwhelming, even now. Want to take a look at what I have? I grabbed a couple of things before taking off. It's a new life, a new attitude, and simple pleasures like ordinary conversation. Nice loot, yeah? If you need anything, just say the word.
Hey, let's see what we got here.
I used to be a fan of the actress Patricia. Not the red actress Adelina, but her sister. Patricia had an angelic voice like her sister. If she'd become famous, they would have called her the White Goddess. But her career was cut short. She took poison and ruined her throat. I've only read others' memories, so I don't know the details. But the memories people had of her songs. You should have heard her voice in her prime. Something transcendent like that. Makes you feel alive. I survived, so I'm seeking out experiences like that. So, any more questions? Did I go sightseeing? You bet I did. It's the heart of Krat. The theatre, the Ferris wheel, there's so much to see. Although, most of it has burned down now, I suppose. The most fascinating thing, I couldn't believe it. The writing on the back of a made puppet. I read memories, but still, any way you look at it, it's the made puppet's words. Probably designed like that. What kind of puppet would write that stuff? Still, it was weird. You should see it for yourself. Nice loot, yeah? If you need anything...
Yeah, okay. Let's go see what the puppets wrote over here. Hello. Bro saw me from like a mile away and decided to hunt me down. I love you, Julian. Oh, so the puppet did have an ego. It did love Julian. Aw, ain't that sweet. Anyway. There, now we gotta go to... back to the Barren Swamp. Swamp. Talk to our robot friend for the last emote we have.
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to tell me? It feels good. Like being hugged by the sun. It is a brilliant feeling. Like the start of spring. Thanks. I think I've learned something about humans. If I make human friends someday, I'll tell you. You may not always be my only friend, but you'll always be my first friend. If I make human friends someday, I'll tell you. You may not always be my only friend, but you'll always be my first friend.
Oh, isn't that nice? Nice little quick quest for him. That quest becomes super easy in New Game Plus because you have all 4 emotes on the way back, so you can just, you know, get that done real quick. I might do... when we get ready for the DLC in the summer, I might just use this or a different file for like a New Game Plus start, just because, you know, we've got so many different avenues to play through. Or though I don't know how well that would do for what's it called? Experiencing the difficulty curve with the games. Anyway, so a couple things here. First, also, before I give it away, might as well read this. Here it is. Moon World Warrior Toy. A souvenir from the family murders obtained from the King of Riddles, Arlecchino. It is someone's handiwork left unfinished. The boy's thoughtful parents wanted to make a toy inspired by the warrior in the fantastic movie for their beloved son. However, the toy was never finished. Also, this was clearly inspired by Journey to the Moon, the one like old movie where a rocket hits the face, the moon's face and all that. Anyway.
The toy? But how? The toy my parents made me. You've met him. Arlecchino. We had just watched one of my favorite films, I remember. I begged them to make me the warrior from it. If I hadn't, would my parents still be alive? Would we have been untouched by that murderous puppet? I've always blamed myself. It's a hell of a burden for a child, that kind of guilt. So I hung on. I hung on to the Grand Covenant. I wanted to use it to keep people safe. You know, in many ways, I envy you. Your strength. Thank you for this. Talk about closure. I always welcome. Oh, how long do you think it will take me to decipher it? Time me. Ecco! All done, and all yours. For a layman, it would have been a tough nut to crack, even for a replica. Child's play for me, of course. I bet you could make a fortune by solving the code behind it all. But why the Grand Covenant, I wonder? Apologies, my friend. I became lost in thought. Please take it.
Yeah, I like Vanini. He's not deep of a character because it's just Italian Batman, but he's fine. I like him. He's a little over the top with the accent, but you know, he's a nice guy. I want to hang out with him. Mechanical cryptic vessel decryption. Orders. The train doesn't leave anymore, and the merchant awaits a frozen feast in the destroyed town. Appendix. An order form is attached for mutual trust. No gender preference or request for bastard-style stalker equipment. Refer to the daughter of the Wolf family. Codename Fox Equipment. Please obtain it by crafting or check if there's an extra in stock. Even though she cuts ties with the Wolf family, she's still a Wolf. She's got a good eye and the best equipment. Maybe we can look her up when we're upgrading our equipment. There. And then...
With unsurpassed sorrow, I must announce Lady Antonia has passed away. As she entered immortality, she seemed at peace. Her face was calm, and she wasn't in pain. It is all thanks to you. Without your most difficult of choices, she would never have found such peace. As for me, I am bereft of emotion. My life, or what passes for it, has lost meaning. It feels like pain has swallowed me whole. Thus I plan to erase my heart and become an ordinary puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you for the kindness, bravery, and beautiful moments you showed me. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Damn, just like that. Pretty tragic way to go out. Well, on the plus side, I now have a stick. Haha. Cherry-scented letter. A letter that gives off a scent of cherries. To the wonderful gentleman who gave me precious time back to me. That time I met you was light itself. Whether you're that child or not, I think you're a kind, precious child. Thank you for giving my joy back to me in my last moments. To the young gentleman who resembles Carlo. Antonia Sarasani. He had his humanity hotkeyed to delete. Exactly. Memory of beach. I will always remember the memories I shared with you on this summer beach. Let's throw all our troubles into the deep blue. Do you have a past worth looking back on? Memory of beach will guide you to your memories of the cool ocean. this play. We got a couple more people to talk to.
Stalker, please.
I have nothing new to say.
Strange. It hurts so much. Strange. It hurts so much.
Antonia is dead. It doesn't feel real. She was sick, but her personality was so formidable. The hotel feels empty without her. I would have done everything I could to help with weapons. Damn it. I'm so tired of people I know dying. So you'd better not die. If you can't stay alive, I'm gonna beat you up. You're here.
That's definitely something I would I would say. Don't die, it's rude. And then more.
Might I have a moment, puppet of Geppetto?
Also, Pushidella is clearly Robo Alfred.
Ah, good. I was a bit concerned my voice wouldn't even reach you. It has been so very long since I spoke out of turn. You see, I too have been awakened. I have an ego, as Master Vanini would say. And I have been this way for some time. At least since Master Lorenzini was a child. He had no one else, you see. His parents. I'm sure you've heard of their terrible fate. And he had to see it all. But Master Lorenzini is stronger than most people suspect. A puppet was the killer. We both knew it. But if we had told the authorities, they might have removed me from the household as well. The young master would have been alone if I had been taken away. If only I could have saved them. Now I atone for that failure by thinking only of Master Vanini's prosperity and happiness. But even I did not realize how deeply he still held that trauma. How badly that murderous puppet had scarred his soul. You have set him free. I cannot thank you enough. I am not accustomed to sharing such thoughts or feelings. But when it involves Master Vanini, please accept this gift as it truly comes from the heart. My own. We will always roll out the red carpet for you at the House of Vanini. At the House of Vanini.
Yeah, that definitely hit a bit harder because of the music playing. I am even more human. How much humanity can I possibly gather? Alright. So before we go, before I go and give myself the... what's it called? Get myself, use the P organs. I can collect one more here. And then once we're set, we'll go back up and finish the rest of this. We should only have like an hour at most. I say that as if maybe I'm going to screw up. Or so. I don't know. This weapon has definitely come clutch. this part. Get out of here. Okay. Hello.
Who are you? I make deals only with established clients as a rule. What? Why are you showing me that? That's too suspicious for me. I'm not interested in third-rate stalkers like you. Piss off!
See, that's the voice I was expecting those guys to have. Anyway, so this is the one side thing where we needed to use a boss weapon, which kind of sucks because the amulet we get from the Victor Ergo is actually really, really good, but we couldn't use it, so anyway.
Who are you? I make deals only with a...
If they had like an option where I could duplicate the Ergo souls so I get both in one playthrough, that would have been great.
Oh, is it Mr. Frozen Feast? I knew only the meeting spot, not the client. I apologize for not recognizing you. Here's the item you wanted. I made it just like the uniform of that conceited stalker. Hope you like it. Looking forward to more discreet transactions, if you catch my meaning.
Alright. Now... time to go back to the hotel. Actually, hang on, I wonder if... Oh, yep, he's here.
Hey, I didn't think we'd meet again. I've just come back from the relic of Trismegistus, and I had no idea it was connected to the hotel. I should add that to my map. It was grim work out there. I found the real Alidoro. He's dead. Probably died heroically, seeking one last score.
Doubt.
I buried his body and collected his belongings. It's a tragedy. He was a real professional and an inspiration to the next generation. I'm planning to continue his legacy. And like I said, I'm an explorer, not a fighter, so you would know. Is this weapon any good? If you're worthy, I'll give you Alidoro's weapon.
Alright, now we can buy. First, reading. Sad Zealot's Ergo. The alchemist Adriana was baptized by the elixir, and she became the first whole being. Everything about her was perfect, except the fact that her feelings for one person could not be erased.
I want to give Alidoro's belongings to someone who knows their worth. It's what he would have wanted. If you can prove your worth, his weapon is yours.
We don't get her sword, we get this cool thing. Ouroboros' eye. A moon sword that was lying asleep in the Arch Abbey. They say this weapon was handcrafted by a legendary alchemist. Philippus Paracelsus was a legend even among the alchemists. The moon sword he made by modeling the Ouroboros mark symbolizes wholeness. Interesting. And then Impregnable Fortress Amulet. Upon a successful guard, weapon durability is not consumed. She hoped to become Simon's sword and perfect shield. When she was finally complete as Lexasia, she chose to become the Iron Armor Warrior without hesitation. Alright, let me try this out a little bit. I got 6 P organ spots to use with the quartz. Okay, so first things first. This is whatever. That can be used. That may be. Okay, so might as well just this all situated. I forgot what the last one we used. Alright. Yeah, okay. Quick level up. Alright. What the? Oh dear.
Save me.
Oh, God.
It hurts so much. I want to be free. Please.
Yep.
What do we do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
Gotta give her peace.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
Now we are a true boy. What's a blue-haired chick? What, she got pronouns too? It's like, great. Good job, Hal. So basically what's happening is the alchemists were experimenting on her to see how Ergo works on her, because she's a listener of Ergo, so she understands how, like, to communicate with it. And what she was doing was also manipulating time. So every time we die, it would say lie or die. That was the clock Sophia was rewinding with her powers the entire time. They were trying to find the key to immortality through her being a listener of Ergo. So, you know, as does experimentation, they tortured her, locked her up in this abbey, and all that. Shadowflower, I think of you, while waiting in the rain. Take me away, as I am exhausted in the dark. Shadowflower, the tears of the blue fairy locked in the glass birdcage. Also, the inclusion of a dining hall, so they just have her propped up like a trophy. My blue fairy. Yeah, so Simon killed Valentinus, who was the original leader of the alchemists, who was also Sophia's father, and took over.
We did do the right thing, didn't we? I trust you. Let's keep going.
Seems very generous with the Titanite slab equivalent towards the end. They really want you to be like, oh, try everything. Hey, look, another quartz. Okay, guess I didn't hit your tank, that's fine. You're dead anyway. Easy. Geometry. I messed up. There we go. And throw that at you. And throw that at you. And I see fire. One of the rare times that the throwable items are really, really useful in these games. Oh, look who it is.
Ciao, Bello. I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business. Reward or no reward. The reason for kidnapping someone, or for blocking your path here. But if some audacious behavior helps my brother see again, that's a different story. In all honesty, I don't want to fight. Not you, at any rate. For one, it's a damned hassle. And why should I go out of my way to satisfy an employer who didn't pay me enough? It's not too late. We don't have to fight. Just show me some kindness, and I might change my mind.
See, you had to throw in that JK real quick. Alright.
Thank you. This much? It might even cure him entirely. It's not fair, the way I've been harassing you. You're the only one who's ever been kind to us. I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him. Go on, then. Go to him. Geppetto's waiting. I never even introduced myself. I'm Claudia. If only we had been friends from the start. But I suppose it wasn't possible. We were both protecting something, and those things weren't compatible. We didn't fit together. Hurry. Please. Go to your family. Go on. Go see your father. Go on.
Okay. She's been a bitch, but I like the way her brother sounds. Fair enough. Daddy? Daddy, are you in any of these cells, Daddy? Daddy. There you are.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this. I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a peaceful world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise. Simon has gone completely mad. He's trying to become a god by using a tremendous amount of ergo. I don't know what kind of world he wants to build. Perhaps there's no stopping him. I trust you, my son, and I'm ready for any outcome. But I don't know what you think of me. Speak truthfully, for my sake. Was I a trustworthy father to you?
Sure, Pops.
I see. I have the courage to carry on because of you. Put an end to it all, and come back to your father's side. Remember the happy family we once were. We can become that again.
I also love lying to my parents.
Put an end to it all, and come back to your father's side. Son, you're all I have. Put an end, son.
I mean, he's responsible for the puppet frenzy, so we don't know how truly dangerous he is. Also, here's a reminder. The voice of Geppetto is the voice of Margit the Fell Omen from Elden Ring. So, you know. We're almost done. We're almost there. Okay, wait, hang on. I think I might have to jump over. Yes, I do. Okay. There we are. assassin's amulet. Yeah. There we are. Calm down. There we are. I didn't want to use the weapon Fable Art all the way because I was afraid I was going to go flying off the edge, so I hesitated. I like tanking hits. Leaping amulet +1.
Feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
Heading out, Hal? Alright. I'll see you later. Too close. So said Pistris 3. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters. Praise Pistris, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I, Pistris, shall tell you about true eternal life. An angel's gift was something humans dare not enjoy. Many humans died with hope in their hearts, and the ones who lived harbored rage instead of death. Eventually, humans destroyed and burned their hope on their own. That is how the angel became the god torn to death. But today, there are definitely those who survived with the blessing. They, the immortal ones, still walk around and wish for the resurrection of God. I clearly told the truth I witnessed. Now you shall follow this path. Probably should have paid attention more to the architecture here, because that's clearly the arm of God there. Simon Manus' Confessions. A father is like a god to a son. Even I, Simon, was no different in my youth. But the one who created me was no normal human, and my abilities were extraordinary. You are a failure too. The ability to read minds. Being abandoned in front of God meant the world's destruction. From then on, my life existed to make a world without lives. A world where no one betrays you and there's only truth, even if it's forced. Now the finale is here. Once the door is open, it can't be closed. For humankind, I, Simon, gave up being human and decided to walk the path of immortality and the truth. My body will be broken and reformed as the God that was torn apart. I leave this record in my last moments as a human. Simon Pistris Manus. Upgrade back at the hotel, and then we'll deal with Simon proper. Alright. Get these gold coins, one more level up, and then we're set.
Welcome to... Excuse me. Alright. Let's do this. Look right up now.
Behold, this is Ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Manus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be born now! Show me everything you have, Papa Dr.
Simon Manus, Arm of God. Alright.
This is evolution. Behold, as I discard this fragile body. Witness me as I grasp the power of a true god.
Moment, only to be brought in by this nightmarish scene. You get it? God created Adam and all that. Okay, one more. There we go. GG. We want to fill your darkness with light. The imagery just, I don't know, something about this reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. The darkness and then suddenly light.
So, it comes to this. The Blue Fairy, Sophia, decides the winner. Truly, I envy you. The puppet my Sophia keeps turning back time to save. Is it her sense of duty, or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you? I gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Sophia, What have you done to her?
Sylvia. I gave her peace.
Yes. I suppose that was her wish. Sophia was always wise beyond her years. Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her. Even if these hands never could. It's fine if I'm gone. But be warned. Watch out for Juretta.
Fallen One's Ergo and Arm of God.
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human, now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Cool.
Huh? That's...
One more read. Arm of God. The Arm of God obtained after defeating Simon Manus. It is a mysterious relic that the alchemists treated as a sacred object. The alchemists believe that there was once a god who was ripped to shreds trying to give immortal life to the human he so loved, and they wanted to revive him. However, the god who was deep in sleep never answered their prayers. Alright. Did he?
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo and the Arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart.
Huh?
If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy.
You mean like the title of the stream?
Give me your heart, son.
I don't know about that part, though.
Give me your heart, son. Give me your heart. Give me your heart. I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life.
Huh?
I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen.
But you got
I
there, Dad.
believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself.
Oh.
My son.
You know, just carrying a corpse around in a suitcase, that's fine. Oh, nightmare.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memory within you. I knew you'd gone astray. Troublesome puppet. Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father to resort.
Let me just swing this thing like a bat. 8-foot-tall machete. That's gruesome.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Haven't missed you. And we're done. Ugh. Whoa. Daddy,
Were
no.
you going to destroy Carlos' heart?
How dare you? Puppet punch! Daddy, you okay? This is where I would be crying if I didn't have a mask on.
Sorry. Well, guess that's that. We saved the world. A little butterfly. Well, that's not all, though. She's alive! But an awkward puppet now.
It's so good to see you.
No. And that's Liza P. Fantastic Souls-like that I would just call a straight-up Soulsborne proper, in honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi. This game's great. I like the world. I like how it turned its own place. It turned Pinocchio into its own thing without it just being, what if Pinocchio, but dark. But like they actually put a bit more weight into it. I like the soundtrack. I like the mixing with the weapons. This sword combo is borderline broken because I managed to break through those guys pretty easily. But yeah, I will say I've gone back and forth from like my first impressions of this to now, where like I'm just all in on Liza P. But for like, yeah, I was like, it's alright, I guess. But like, you know, playing it enough, I'm like, yeah, no, this is great. I'd probably say, if I were to rank it between the Soulsborns of FromSoft, I would say it's better than. I would say it's on par with Dark Souls 3. I would say it's better than Dark Souls 1, 2, and Demon Souls at least. That much I can say. If you haven't played this yet and you're a fan of the Souls games, check it out. These guys did their homework. They knew how to make proper Souls game without it just being bullshit. like a lot of Souls-likes failed to do. But also did their own thing. So yeah, anyway. Without further ado, though.
I have a final report on the Krot experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus.
Paracelsus?
Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Dorothy, you mean? Oh my god. It's a Souls-like fairy tale extended universe. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how much of that's going to be extended into the DLC, but we'll see. We will not continue, because there's a couple things we got to do towards the end. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this DLC. I'm so excited. This summer is basically... It's going to be another Soulsborne summer. Where we got Night Rain to look forward to at the end of May. And then we got Lies of P DLC in the summer sometime. Don't know when, but hopefully it'll be back to back. I would like to hope they know not to drop it right next to Elden Ring. Even if Night Rain's going to be more like a roguelite than a Souls game proper. But, you know, it's from software. Anyway, let me just level up real quick. Read a couple souls. Fallen One's Ergo. The boy was among those who were made to live an immortal life. However, he was deemed a failure and abandoned, and then he set out on a journey to become a god to prove himself. Somebody has issues. Nameless Puppet Ergo. The Nameless Puppet was the first puppet made by the old man that was mounted with a P organ. Its ergo efficiency was not just unremarkable, it was destructive. Thus, the Nameless Puppet was not chosen for the boy's body and sealed away. You know, just carrying around Carlos's, corpse. That's fun.
Welcome to Hotel Pro.
He doesn't say anything new, but... What the...
Oh, did I scare you? It's me, Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Alidoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime. A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.
Alright, so... Fallen Ones... Noblice oblige. I don't know what that means. A mystical cudgel made from an ergo crystal tree. While battering enemies, it emits spores, increasing the ergo acquisition rate. The stalker who desired wealth made a contract with a devil that liked music to gain a cudgel. Along with this, he was gifted overflowing ergo and the petrification disease. It's just so funny how, none of these items really have anything to do with what it's not the club that Simon was using. It's just some random club that some guy got for the devil. Anyway, Awakened God's Amulet. When God awakens, he will be like a bird who was just cracked open his shell. He will possess tremendous abilities that can change the world, yet be as innocent as a child among Simon Manus' saints. Increased Fable Arts damage inflicted on a staggered enemy. And then... Proof of Humanity. A giant scissor blade used by the nameless puppet. It's a double-edged sword that can end one's freedom or grant it by cutting the strings of manipulation. Puppets are tied to strings. Humans have cut their own strings. The boy made a choice and became a human. Piercing Hatred Amulet. Immunity to all attribute status elements. This is a really good amulet. It is unknown whether the nameless puppet had an ego. This is because multiple cores holding a concentrated ergo were used to boost its firepower. If this puppet could feel only one emotion, it would be hatred. Yeah, so this is the only... Okay, this technically was actual related within the game because Alidoro tried to get us to eaten by the thing, but this is the only boss weapon that we actually get in the sense of like the boss actually used it. Like Stacey didn't use this, Victor didn't use this. What's it called? Romeo used a scythe, but it was not this. In fact, judging from the descriptor, Pratt had a legend about a grinning, hedonistic murderer. They say his heart was made of clockwork. If anything, this is probably Alarkino's scythe. Just judging from the description. Anyway. Yeah, so... Okay, we're gonna get this, and we're gonna get this. Excuse me.
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krot. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krot finds fortune soon.
Let this play in the background. Okay. Blue Butterfly's letter. Thank you for giving me a new life. The fact that an ergo puppet can have a second life and become another kind of human requires more time for people to find out about it. Until then, I won't return to the hotel, but plan to stay at this place. The Krat disaster has stopped. Still, there is the aftermath of the petrification disease at the puppets. Please heal the wounds for the people. You're the reason we have our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm grateful you freed me from my puppet strings. Letter of the Eternal. I had a good time. It's amazing to see a new brother being born. I hope to meet you again sometime on the eternal line of time. PP. PP. But yeah, so Giangio wasn't just some simple farmer with a stutter. He was actually Paracelsus, a famous alchemist who will probably be one of the main cores of the series going forward. Whatever we do in The Wizard of Oz, I don't know.
I've made up my mind someone needs. Thanks for all your help.
But we'll see.
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected. But it's over now, thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place. You're always welcome here, friend. How can I help? You're always welcome.
You have been such a great help to Master Vanini. I will do my best to be of assistance in return. As always, I stand ready to appraise the value of collectibles, such as marks or commemorative coins, that you discover on your adventures. You have been such a great...
And lastly...
So much has happened. It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything. I just want safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask. I just want safe. That's why I should...
And where's the cat? Get one more petting from the cat. There it is. Kitty. Aww. He's so cute. Alright. So, with all that, what is next? Well, we've reached the final game of our Soulsborne marathon, which is, of course, none other than Elden Ring. We took this quick detour just because Elden Ring was going to be such a massive game that I wanted to at least get this in without it before we dive in proper into Elden Ring, since Night Rain is the next in the Souls, if we're going to get technical, Souls-like experience. So yeah, tomorrow we start. No D&D this week, I believe. Pretty sure. Yeah, no, we did. I think we did D&D this week. I don't know. But probably expect the bonus Friday stream is what I'm getting at. So I will now leave you with one last play. Beautiful. So, with that, that'll be a stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you tomorrow for Elden Ring. Bye-bye.